All right.
Yeah,
Everyone's asking about GTA 5.
Rockstar doesn't go to E3. They haven't
never
gone
have.
in about 5 years. They were the first 2 years I went, but after that they stopped showing up. So there was nothing GTA there.
They don't really do a lot of like press junkets or anything
Because
for their
they hate
games.
press. Are you kidding? Rockstar
Yeah.
hates the press.
And they can pretty much do whatever they want and be reclusive. So there was no GTA 5.
Mix of Boys is Star Wars 1313. That was my game that showed the most promise of the show. The coolest thing about it was the room you went into to watch the demo was ridiculous. It looked like you were in that big elevator looking thing from the trailer. And then the walls were the different monitors and windows. And they're all synced up, so you were going down into Coruscant, lower and lower and lower. Oh, it was amazing.
That's awesome.
So cool. I want that to be my bedroom.
Nice. Let's see. Any more questions?
Ask us. Oh, Corpsey, South Park the game. I'm very excited for this.
Dude, I was actually assigned to see that,
I love
and it
South
was
Park.
not at the show. Apparently, they only showed it at a media event the night before E3, which was awesome since I was supposed to report on it. And I was really looking forward to seeing it. I just missed the old Final Fantasy game, so I'm just stoked for a new turn-based RPG, especially one that's going to have a huge, huge sense of humor. Like, really, I don't know. Hopefully, they'll actually make a good South Park game this time. All right. Let's see. Any more questions? Halo 4 guns. They only showed off one new gun. It was a shotgun, Forerunner shotgun. It had yellow ammo, and I'm pretty sure it was reflecting off the ground when it was shot. But the actual Forerunners themselves are pretty freaking awesome, and they have a lot of different abilities, and they are scary as hell. Like I think this is going to be a much more frantic shooter experience because you're going to be taking on a lot of stuff at once, and it's not going to be necessarily slow AI or things like the grunts that are just all cowardly. You're going to have a lot of like things charging at you that you're going to have to take out.
You know what game I didn't see at E3 but was at E3 last year is Prey. I know we're going to talk about Lost Planet 3, but Prey 2. It wasn't there, but it was totally there at E3 last year because I liked it.
I don't know. Sometimes game companies are weird like that. Like they'll have a game and they'll show it off and then they'll be like, oh, later.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know Fierce Beast is asking about Lost Planet 3. I did not actually go see that.
I'm pretty sure that was just Dead Space 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Dead Space 3 at all, but it was very Lost Planet-y. I did not see the actual Lost Planet 3. I really want to check it out because up until you got to the train level in Lost Planet 2 was a lot of fun and had a lot of cool gameplay mechanics to it. And I love split-screen multiplayer. So games that have that always have a special place in my heart, even if they're not the greatest of games.
Oh, and I also saw Elder Scrolls Online, which it looked really cool, and I definitely will play it. The only thing that disappointed me about it is there's not a huge emphasis of the online part and playing with friends. Like, it was mostly, the demo was basically a single-player game that would every now and then he'd run up to a character that could have easily been AI in a single-player game, but it was somebody else. He'd help them beat a monster, and then he'd run off and go play single-player again. So, I wish they had more emphasis on actually playing as a team or as a group and going around doing these things together. It's not really fun to play kind of like Diablo playing it with friends. Everybody just kind of disperses and goes off on their own anyways.
And just
might as well.
click,
might as well
click.
just play alone.
Aw, that makes me sad.
That was my only, it looks cool, it really does, but it made me a little disappointed that it wasn't more about playing together.